Novena and prayers for the souls in Purgatory. In the prayer and set of fundamental beliefs, which we call Apostles' Creed, mention is made of the communion of saints. This means that the faithful on the earth, the blessed in heaven, and the souls in purgatory are united in one mystical body with Christ as the head. Those in heaven compose the church triumphant, those on earth the church militant, and those in purgatory the church suffering. All of them make one family and share in the spiritual treasures of the church. By prayers they help one another. The faithful on earth can relieve the sufferings of the souls in purgatory by prayer, fasting, and other good works. The Bible says, from chapter 2 of Maccabees, verse 12 to 46, "It is a holy and wholesome thought to pray for the dead, that they may be pardoned of their sins." Saint Augustine says, prayer is the key by which we open the gates of heaven to the suffering souls. At every Mass, there is always a memento or remembrance of the faithful departed. The souls in purgatory suffer from a great longing to be united to God and from other great pains. They are yet deprived of the beatific vision and therefore need the help of those who can. We should pray for the poor souls. God does not regard so much the length of the prayer as the love in the heart of the one who prays. This short novena has been composed along that line, love. Read and wake up. In my long life, writes a priest, I have noticed with amazement how few Catholics give generously to the poor and needy, notwithstanding what our blessed Lord commands them to do. I have also remarked that some Catholics are indeed very generous and good. Some care for the poor, others look after the sick, lepers, consumptives, cancer patients, and mentally deficient. All have their friends. Some prefer to help the young. The hearts of others go out to the old. All the various classes of the poor and needy find champions, though, as I have said, these are not nearly as many and generous as they should be. The strangest thing of all is that I have never met one man or woman who had dedicated himself or herself entirely, wholeheartedly to the greatest of all the needy, viz., the holy souls of purgatory. There may be a few who do so, but in my long and very varied experience, I never met any. Alas, the words of this good priest are only too true. We appeal to those who have not as yet dedicated themselves to any particular form of charity to dedicate all their energies to the holy souls. Let them do what they can personally and also induce others to help. The best way is to spread about hundreds of copies of this little book and so make hundreds of friends for the holy souls. Help, help, they suffer so much. We can never appreciate enough that when we give alms to the poor, small or big in amount, we give this to God. He accepts it and rewards it as if it were given to Himself. Therefore, all that we do for the holy souls, God accepts them as if they were done to Himself. It is as if we released him from purgatory, so to speak. As there is no hunger, no thirst, no poverty, no need, no pain, no suffering to compare with what the souls in purgatory endure. So there are no alms more deserving, none more pleasing to God, none more meritorious for us than the alms, the prayers, the masses we give to the holy souls. It is very possible that some of our nearest and dearest family members and friends are still suffering the excruciating pains of purgatory and calling on us piteously for help and relief. It is indeed dreadful that we have forgotten them all this time, except probably once or twice a year. The time to act is now, and let us do all, but all we can for them. The holy souls in purgatory, they need our help. Our time to assist them is short. Eternity is forever. Who is without an interest in purgatory? Who has not, somewhere, a treasure buried in that dreary casket called a grave? And had they none, were they of the few who have never lost a friend, should their interest in purgatory by any the less among and deep, since God's friends are there and God desires them elsewhere. Reflect on what you do when you aid to release one of these prisoners of love. You free a soul from dire woe, from inexpressible suffering. You add a citizen to heaven. You give a joy to the angels and saints. You comfort and delight Jesus and His Mother Mary. From the writings of Sister Charles Borromeo, O.S.D. I was in purgatory tonight. It was as if I was being led into an abyss where I saw a large hall. It is a touching to see the poor souls so quiet and sad. Yet their faces reveal that they have joy in their hearts because of their recollection of God's mercy. On a glorious throne, I saw the Blessed Virgin, more beautiful than I had ever beheld her. She said, "I entreat you to instruct people to pray for the suffering souls in purgatory, for they certainly will pray much for you out of gratitude. Prayer for these holy souls is very pleasing to God, because it enables them to see Him sooner." From the Revelations of Blessed Anna Katarina Emmerich. May Our Lady of Mount Carmel and the holy souls in purgatory bless and assist all who read and help distribute this excellent book.